Good morning to all. Today I will teach you chapter 4 of history, and this chapter is divided into two parts. So I will teach you the first part of this chapter, and the topic is the Bahmani and Vijayanagar kingdoms. So the things which we will discuss here, first one is about the Bahmani kingdom, the next is Mahmud Gawan, after that is social condition in the Bahmani Kingdom. The next is economic conditions in the Bahmani Kingdom. Next is contribution of the Bahmani Kingdom. Next, the New Kingdom. After that is Gol Gumbaz. After that, Vijayanagar. So, I will teach you only the Bahmani Kingdom. Vijayanagar will be discussed in the part 2 of this chapter. So, as you know, we are studying about the Bahmani Kingdom and the Vijayanagar Kingdom. So, how they were found? I will tell you that from the time of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, the Delhi Sultanate showed sign of breaking up. A number of regional kingdoms arose. The one in North India included Bengal, Jaunpur, Gujarat, Kashmir, and so many other. In South India, the Bahmani and Vijayanagar kingdom arose. In this chapter, you will learn about these two kingdoms. So now, first point of Bahmani kingdom, in about 1347, Hassan, an officer of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, took the title Alauddin Bahman Shah and established the Bahmani kingdom. He made Gulbarga his capital. He controlled the rebellious nobles and established peace. He divided the kingdom into four parts, or we can say provinces. So these four provinces were Gulbarga, Daulatabad, Berar, and Bidar. Now next is each province was under a governor who had to maintain an army and could take his own decisions in civil and military matters. Next point, although 18 Bahmani rulers ruled between 1347 and 1527, they had to constantly fight against the rulers of neighboring Vijayanagar. Ahmad Shah, the ninth Bahmani ruler, won a great victory against Vijayanagara. He moved his capital to Bidar. His kingdom was, however, weakened by the conflict between two groups of nobles, those of the Deccan and those of Persian, Turkish, and Arabian origins. Now, next topic is Mahmud Gawan. Mahmud Gawan was an able and loyal minister of the 13th Bahmani ruler, who ruled from 1463 to 1482. Gawan defeated the rulers of Konkan, Orissa, and Warangal. He captured Goa from Vijayanagar. This increased the Bahmani kingdom's overseas trade with Iran and Iraq. Gawan also had friendly relations with the Ottoman ruler Muhammad II, who had conquered Constantinople in 1453. Second point, Gawan reorganized the revenue system and maintained a strong army. He built madrasa in Bidar, which gave free boarding and lodging to nearly 1,000 students and attracted scholars from as far as Iran and Iraq. Last point, in 1481, the Deccan nobles conspired against Gawan, who was of foreign origin. They had him executed on charges of disloyalty. After this, The Bahmani Kingdom declined until it broke up around 1527. Now next is social conditions in the Bahmani Kingdom. The Bahmani Kingdom had a mixed population of Hindus, Muslims, and Portuguese traders. Second point, since the 13th and 14th century, Muslims, especially of Shia sect from Iran, Iraq, and Abyssinia, had been arriving in the Deccan. The Portuguese came in this region in the early 16th century. In the Bahmani Kingdom, they had important posts such as those of as governors and divan. Now next is the nobles lived a very luxurious life. The merchants formed the middle class and the common people were poor. Sufi Sant who had migrated to the Deccan during the Khalji and Tughlaq periods were highly honored by the Bahmani rulers. The Bahmani rulers entered into matrimonial alliance with the Vijayanagar royal family. As a result, many Hindu tradition and custom blended with Muslim practices. Women were considered subordinate to men, and a son was preferred to a daughter. Last point, Parda system and polygamy prevailed. Women, however, held a position of respect. Now, next is economic conditions in the Bahmani Kingdom. A lot of information about the economic conditions under the Bahmani ruler is available from the writing of Nikitin, a Russian traveler to the Deccan in the 15th century. Mahmud Gawan began the systematic measurement of land for the purpose of fixing land revenue. This ensured a steady flow of income and checked corruption among the nobles. Next point, trade and commerce flourished, and Bidar became a pro- prosperous center of trade. Most merchants were Hindus. Last point, horses, cloth, silk and paper were the most important item of trade. Horses were imported from Arabia, Persia, and Central Asia. Now next is contribution of Bahmani Kingdom. The Bahmani rulers patronized literature, music, art, and architecture. They invented both Indian and foreign scholars to their court. The Urdu language flourished under their patronage. Thus, the Deccan became a rich cultural center. Second point, the Bahmani rulers built forts, palaces, mosques, and tombs. Their architecture was influenced by Indian, Persian, Egyptian, and Turkish style. Last point, the Jama Masjid of Gulbarga and Mahmud Gawan's Madrasa in Bidar are two of the most remarkable monuments of Bahmani Kingdom. Now the next is the New Kingdom. The five independent kingdoms of Berar, Bijapur, Ahmednagar, Golconda, and Bidar replaced the Bahmani Kingdom. These kingdoms fought continuously either among themselves or against Vijayanagar. In course of time, Berar was annexed by Ahmednagar and Bidar by Bijapur. Ultimately, the three kingdoms of Ahmednagar, Bijapur, and Bidar and Golconda were annexed to Mughal Empire. Next point, among the well-known monuments of the new Deccan Kingdom is the Gol Gumbaz at Bijapur. It is the tomb of Bijapur ruler. It is famous for its whispering gallery and has the largest dome in India. Third point, the Charminar at Hyderabad and the Golconda fort were built by the rulers of Golconda. Now the next is Gol Gumbaz. The Gol Gumbaz is the dome of Muhammad Adil Shah of Bijapur, Karnataka. It was built in 17th century. It is of enormous proportion, having a cubite base supporting a large hemispherical dome. Each side of the square base measures 200 feet, and the diameter of the dome from outside measures 144 feet. The dome is supported by a large number of well-designed arches. These designs allow space for a large hall at the base of the structure. Next is Vijayanagar. So up to now we were studying about the Bahmani Kingdom, and I will just tell about Vijayanagar. The remaining part of the Vijayanagar you will study in the part 2 of this chapter. So Harihara and Buka were the founders of the Vijayanagar Empire. Their dynasty was called the Sangama dynasty as they were son of Sangama and officer of the Hoysalas of Dwara Samudra. Second point, the site of city of Vijayanagar on the bank of river Tungabhadra in Karnataka is now called Hampi. From 1336 to 1565, Vijayanagar was the largest and most powerful kingdom of South India. The three main dynasties that ruled over Vijayanagar were the Sangama, Saluva, and Tiluva dynasties. Now, assignment, fill in the blanks. First is Bahmani Kingdom made Des its capital. Next is Bahmani Kingdom was divided into four provinces, namely, you have to tell all the four names. Third one, Des was an able and loyal minister of 13 Bahmani ruler. Fourth one now, the five new independent kingdom were, you have to tell all the five name of them, who were that. And fifth one now, Dash and Dash were the founder of Vijayanagar Empire. So in this part 1 we have only this much. Thank you.